Okay guys, here we are again. This is like Christmas. Another unveiling or another unboxing. This is another accessory from ParkSide, and it's the pneumatic paint spray gun PDFP 500B2, if anybody's interested in the model number. It's used a low pressure technology and the working pressure is 3 bar, and the capacity of the spraying is approximately 500 millilitres. So we'll just unbox this. Right, we've got in here. Okay. Right, well there's the paint container. Nice fittings on there. Looks on there. Actually fit. So that was that. You get the actual spray gun itself. Again, substantially made. All ParkSide stuff so far, I would say, has been very well made. We're talking quite a bit of weight here. This is no cheap material. Trigger. I've done a bit of spraying. I wouldn't say I'm an expert on spraying, but you put the screws into there like that. Move that down a bit so you can see. Probably have to do that up with a spanner. I don't know how tight. I don't think you have to do it very tight actually to get a seal in there. But what I shall initially do is set the spray up with water. I don't know if you know how a spray gun works, but basically your paint comes out of there, and here air jets are pushed out, and they control how big the fan is. So it sort of comes out like that, a bit more even than that, but it comes out like that, and you can control the width of it by how powerful these jets are, and that is controlled by, I can't remember whether it's this control or this one. I think it might be this one, but that's what I'm saying. It'll take a bit of getting used to using the gun, so experiment really to see what controls do what. There's also another control on the bottom here, I'm not quite sure what that's for. Anyway, we'll get the instruction booklet out. I'll also give you a brush there for cleaning when you finish using it. So let's just move that to one side a minute, and we'll okay. Right, there's a filter there, some sort of gauze filter. That might be a spare filter. Right, let's get the instructions out, because there's no point in surmising. So let's move that. It's a bit windy. I've got a bit windy out here today. Whoa! There goes the box. Never mind. Okay. Trust me to do a video in a wind tunnel. There you go. Right. What we got here now? There you go. Right. Got a full list of instructions there. Right. Okay. Yeah. There's a back. That back control is the needle jet, so that controls the delivery of paint. And right, okay, yeah, that filter drops in before the container. So what we'll do is, my word, maybe I should have done this bit inside. And basically what happens is that bottle comes undone like that, sorry, that filter drops inside there, like that. If I, let's just check I've got that right. No, it doesn't. Guess what I've done? I've put it in upside down. What a fool. Basically that goes in that way. That. And it just fits in like that. Goes on top. The idea of that little spindle is so you can pull the filter out very easily. And that's it. I don't think you'll have to tighten it up very much. I don't want to over tighten that. I don't think it'll be necessary, but we'll soon find out when I put fluid in it. It'll leak out everywhere if I'm wrong. Right, you've got all the other assembly bits as well, just to show you. Pretty standard. This is a pretty standard gun. These are the holes where the air comes out, which goes through. I don't know if you can see that. These two holes here. That then sends your jets out the side, the ones that I'm showing you. And your main paint feed is out of these ones here. If I'm wrong, I don't doubt somebody will point that out to me. As far as I know, depending on the way the jet, you want the jet, you can turn this accordingly. Now I'm pretty certain if you have it this way, then the fan will be that way, and if you turn it the other way, the fan will be that way. So if you're spraying, you'll be spraying like that, or if you're doing it the other way, then it'll be up and down. So I think it's probably going to be that way I'm going to want it. So basically hold that straight. Get it straight. And then just do it up. I don't think you have to overdo it. As I say, it's going to be a bit of an experiment to see what happens. And as I say, I'm pretty certain that's your paint control, and that is the actual control for doing the fan. Okay, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this piece of wood to get the spray pattern on. As I say, you can adjust the width of the actual spray, and we'll use water initially just to check it and set the gun up ready. So bear with me a minute. I shall just go and get the gun and we'll connect that up, and we'll connect the air compressor up, and we'll have a look at see what this gun does. Quite a bit of airline, plenty of airline, so again just connects in easy enough. Just a gentle push and it locks. Easy as that. No forcing. Easy as that. Okay. Now as I say, I don't want to over tighten this bowl because obviously we don't want it to break. So I'm hoping just by doing a hand tight it will be enough. But if the fluid starts to leak out, then obviously I might have to do it up with an adjustable spanner or something. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll connect up the power. We'll put some water in here and then see what sort of spray it gives me. As I say, it's a bit of a trial and error, a bit of adjustment, and we'll see what it looks like. I'll just get the power cord. our power cord, and as I said before in the second video, completely uncoil it. Okay, it's very important to uncoil it because, as I said before, the load that the motor creates will overheat the motor if you're going over a distance and you have this coil up, it causes a resistance. Okay. Right, plug it in. Now what we'll do, before we turn the compressor on, I shall put some water in this container. Now what we'll actually do, I'm going to disconnect quite easily. We'll put some fluid in there. Just give me a minute, I'll put some fluid in there. Okay, right now I've put some water in there for a moment, just to experiment with. Now, I don't want to fill it with paint yet until I'm certain that I've actually got it set right. Now it appears to be no leaks, so it looks like doing this hand tight is probably okay. Reconnect that. I'll switch the compressor on. You probably won't be able to hear what I'm saying once I turn it on very well. Okay, right, the compressor's just pumping up now, filling the tank up. I haven't turned the airline on yet. Okay guys, right, well, after spending much time covering the plants, now got our mix but it's sort of not really creosote as such, it's more of a, it's not creosote these days, is it? It's all weather protection. Yeah, quite watery, but you do have to make sure you mix it up. Now I've obviously already used some because I did the rest of the fences with a hand brush, used a hand brush to do them. It does cover well, I must admit, it covers very well in fact. And it lasts for years because I've used it before. But you do have to make sure it's well mixed up, and I think this is probably the right constituency for spraying. Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? It could be a live failure on camera, but no, I think this is going to be fine. I'm not sure if I want to embarrass myself trying to get it in that little pot. I might do it off camera, and plus it's quite a windy day today. Should be interesting. But yeah, definitely got to mix it up to make sure that dries are well mixed in, because otherwise you'll put it on the fence and it'll end up not drying. Now this stuff dries quite quickly, but obviously it does go into the wood as well, so you might end up doing more than one coat. We'll see how it goes. As I say, it is quite watery, so I think it's going to be absolutely perfect for spraying. I don't think it needs to be any more watered down than this. This was how it was in the tin. So I think it's going to be absolute perfect constituency for spraying. Now, this could be either a disaster or camera. What, I don't know. I'm hoping it's not. Okay, not too bad. A bit messy. Bit of tissue, I think, clean that up. And here is this by magic. Actually, the shape of the gun really helps it, so too bad. Right, let's get the lid on before there's a major accident. There we go, sorted. Right, let's get rid of that. I think what we'll do is we'll start off in the corner. Just reposition my camera there. Right, now I've covered this, we've got quite a large plant there, which is right in the corner. And I'm hoping I should be able to get in there with the gun. This is the fence. Now I've spoken to the neighbour and he said it's not a problem, he's got nothing there that any overspray will cause a problem with. So hopefully we're not going to have a problem. That blue there is one of my lamps, but they're a different story. They're another project that I made, but I didn't actually film it, so but I might show you how I did them at some point. Right, so I'm going to get the gun and see how we go. So I'm going to reposition everything first and then I'll come back to you. Alright, now.
What, in the corner?
Yeah.
I'd rather get from there, wouldn't I?
Well, it's up to you. Alright. What's it doing?
It's painting, but...
Yeah, that's working, definitely. We've got plenty there. Okay, now cleaning up is quite a simple process. You can add just unscrew it, like so. And the lid. Now, because this is a water base, there's enough to clean up. Obviously, if you were using paint, then it would be a different process. You would have to use probably a spirit. Very simple process. Most of these sort of wood care products are water based, so you can actually just clean it all off. A little bit of liquid. That's what's get cleaned out. Get right in there. What time you spend now will make it easier looking after it. If you don't clean it properly now, you will suffer later. So it's easier to get it done now. This lid is actually movable, so you can actually just clean around the thread and inside there. Make sure it's nice and clean. It's really worth the effort, which is not much effort. And quite durable plastic. It's quite nice and clean. Alright, now obviously the other part to clean is move that out of the way. That I could clean around. Again, this all cleans around without problem. Make sure you get right in there with the thread, because otherwise it will cause you problems later on. There you go. Absolutely clean. Right, now the next important thing obviously is the gun. Now undo the gun. Make sure you clean it all out. I actually do supply a brush as well, as you saw at the beginning of the video. Make sure you get every little bit out. It's really important, because otherwise it won't run efficiently the next time you go to use it. There we go. Absolutely clean. And now, first open the valve and put water down it. Take out that little filter that we put in at the beginning. It will clean it out. Really make sure that's clean, because if that clogs up, the paint is not going to come through next time you use it. So again, the amount of time it takes is really worth making sure this stuff is clean. Okay, there you go. Well, it's as good as new. And it's important that you take all these needle jet out and clean it all. The next time you come to use the gun, it will not work properly. It's really important. This little bit of time you're spending now will save you an awful lot of hassle in the long run. Now, there's a spring. Yeah, make sure you don't lose the spring. Okay, we'll just assemble. And put every bit out. And put that back in there. Go through the centre of the actual, where the trigger is there, and it slides in easy. You don't need to force it. Because you've got the spring there, obviously. You need to initially apply a bit of pressure on the last bit just to screw it in. There you go. That's it. Just done. And then just reassemble. Okay. And there you go. Job done. Nice little kit. Very well made. 3-year warranty. Just like all the other stuff. The compressor and everything. Now the compressor was running at about 3.5 bar and it was running continuously, but it was keeping up with that, which meant we could, there's good pressure. So, because this runs at 3 bar, so 3.5 bar, it was giving me plenty of pressure. So, here we go. So turn that off. And give that a dry off. And ready for another day. For another spray job anyway. This will be ideal for doing my speakers. Spraying speakers and such like. Making cabinets for speakers. So, there you go. So all done. So there you go. All back. All complete. And all nice and clean. Ready for another day. So there you go. One completed fence. All nicely done. Not a bad job at all. And all thanks to the ParkSide 8-bar mini compressor from Lidl. Well worth a good buy that. Comes with 3 years warranty. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you've enjoyed the product. Hope you will enjoy the product if you decide to buy one. So, till next time.